this is Sailesh Ram, AsianCultureVulture.com. We're at the Cannes Film Festival 2017 and we're about to go and interview AR Rahman and Shruti Hassan and the talent behind the film called Sangamithra. This is an Indian epic and it's yet to go into production, but they're launching it in a big way in Cannes and we're about to find out more. Can you tell me a little bit about how you came to be involved with this project, Sangamithra?
I like every project, they come in with a script, and the director is a very interesting one. He's got a lot of hits in his thing, and he had an interesting vision.
You know him well?
This is the first time I'm working with him,
right.
but I've known people saying good things about him. So when he came in and with this fresh perspective of, like a music-oriented and like a amazing big movie, I listened to it probably just 15 minutes. I said, yeah, I'm doing this.
Yeah, has he given you a very clear idea of the kind of music that he wants? Is it?
We are still working on it.
We're
still working. I think they have the new script now, because I was involved in many other things now. I'm going to listen to it. But they said that it's a good launch. And
yeah. Do you think you'll be going, because it's set in the 8th century, do you think there will be some influence of old, Carnatic type music?
We are looking at a movie which can cater to everyone.
Okay.
Yet not compromising on, the nuances of things which requires it.
Yeah. So you're here in Cannes. It's your first time, I understand?
Yeah, it's the first time.
And how are you finding it?
A bit overwhelming. So.
And you're going to be walking the market red carpet?
Yeah, I think so.
You got your outfit sorted?
Yeah, everything's sorted.
And what brings you to Cannes? What's the kind of apart from obviously the film side, but in terms of the business?
She'll talk about. She knows everything.
Well, put the business on. I think it's a wonderful platform, and as everyone knows, it's an amazing place to announce a film, and I think it's wonderful and a good omen to begin the journey for this film from this place.
Have you been to Cannes before?
No, this is my first time as well.
Right, you're going to be walking the red carpet this evening?
God, so Cannes is really about the red carpet.
Yes, absolutely.
Clearly. Really? Yes, I am.
Yeah. And what brought you to this project? What was interesting or appealing?
I think the same as Sir said, it's definitely the script. I found the story extremely interesting. And I found it interesting that the woman was given so much prominence.
Okay.
And that is something that I found unique and exciting and challenging.
You like those kind of independent female characters? Because I think
I don't get them, so when I get them, I will grab them. Apart from that as well, it's a beautiful story. And like he said, our director has what I would call like a gift of knowing the audience's pulse, and that's why he's delivered so many successful films. So to pair that up with something so historic, I think will be a very interesting amalgamation.
Sure. And the kind of the vision, is it? I mean, we've heard a lot about Baahubali. I'm sure you're both very aware of that and the effect that it has in the industry. And
I'll tell about Baahubali because even before Baahubali, Shekhar Kapoor wanted to do a movie called Pani, and he predicted this exact thing 7-8 years back, and he wanted to do that. He kept trying, and it slipped out from. And then Coach Charian could have been the Baahubali, but then the animation, all the stuff, the CG went wrong. So I think it's not that Baahubali was the first one. There were many failed attempts, and this shows that the belief is right, the steps are wrong. Baahubali guys very lucky. They're very talented and they're amazing people.
So do you feel it's opened up doors internationally, especially for people to look into the?
I always felt that the culture of India and the stories and the vibrancy has a place in the world. And you can see that in how yoga has influenced the world, how many things have influenced the world. But we never took pride in saying that this is what. Everybody wanted to do Ramayana and Mahabharata. Yeah, of course. But they also need fantasy stuff. Like this is probably one of the perfect ideas, I would say. Which can cut across religions and cultures and show a kind of
so the the Sangamithra character, I believe she's Ashoka's granddaughter.
No, this is what
No.
you've Googled, and
I see.
no,
Right.
it's
Yeah,
not.
I've read it somewhere.
She's
yeah.
not. Yeah, because even when I heard the name, I did the same thing, and I read the same story,
right,
which
okay.
it's nothing to do with that
Right.
at all. It's a
Right.
completely different
So it's an
story.
independent kind of character
Yes.
who has her own kind of
Yes.
story, really.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
fictional, but set in a certain time, in a sense.
Okay.
But it has nothing to do with that for sure.
Alright. And,
It's a wonderful story.
yeah, I mean, at the heart of it, is there a conflict, kind of?
Now you're asking too much.
Again,
At the
too
heart
far
of
ahead.
everything in life, there's a conflict. So of course,
That's what makes it interesting, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's drama essentially,
Yeah.
in the sense that you have two opposing.
Now you're
sides.
gonna ask for the script next.
But
Well, no, I'm kind of asking around. I mean, you made a very interesting point about Indian culture and it having a kind of global resonance, really.
Yeah.
And the fact that Indians, and especially in India, we
the beauty is, if you take Chinese movies, they're made beautifully. They took over the world. And American movies, of course, we're all big fans of Hollywood, and then European movies, French, everything. But India always had this problem of the finished product not being as great as what the world quality is.
So why do you think that is, in the sense that obviously, Bollywood also now has a big name and people kind of recognise it, even though they may not watch any Bollywood film. But the strong elements of Indian cinema, this is both Bollywood and South Indian cinema, why hasn't that come through in the way that Baahubali is just starting, and hopefully your film too will,
I think everything evolved. The CG part, I think very few people cracked. Like Shankar was the first one, in my opinion, who tried in Mukabla, show that face blown up.
Yes.
The whole he started all this stuff, and I think it's good to learn from people and then move on further. And that's what happened to the industry. Like even when I spoke to Rajmouli, he had great regards for Shankar. He said Shankar's done amazing work before the first one released.
Sure.
Because I was a big fan of the Magadira, what he did.
Okay.
I told him how I loved all the CG sequences.
Yeah.
I knew that this guy's going to crack it.
Yeah.
So it all happened together.
So do you think
So that
Indian cinema is developing, and I want to come to that in the female side, but you think Indian cinema is beginning to develop? I mean, you've been involved now in global cinema for quite a while, but the Indian thing is beginning to...
There are many people who started fresh, and I think they're going to crack it. I have 3 generations on my back. I still keep throwing out old ideas and then keep moving on to new ones.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the most important thing. When you're an artist or when you're a director or a storyteller, you have certain things. This is what's going to work, and then that changes over 5 years, and that changes, and you discover something else. That's a very, very important quality. The world is changing very fast.
Absolutely, and you I'm sure you get approached a lot. What's the kind of defining thing for you that makes you think, I want to do this, I want to work with this director?
I personally feel that if everybody's passionate, and you know that it's going to be a great project, they won't let anything loose. It's not like a job, but it's passion. Then that even for the one little thing going wrong, they will give their life to correct that, and that's the kind of movies which always comes through. Because
Shruti, you made a very strong point about not getting enough women kind of independent roles. Do you think that it's beginning to change? That
Actually, I take that back. I think when I look at certain women who've influenced me, I'm saying in the history of Indian cinema, there have been characters. Then as in any industry, and it goes through phases. And there was a phase where there really wasn't. And I think now it's coming back. And it's really wonderful. And everyone, like Sir said, now things are changing. There's a fresh approach. And you've learned from the examples of the people before you. So you're able to build on a stronger foundation. So even for female-centric characters, we've had some amazing examples. So I think it's a very interesting time to be a female actor in India.
and how's the reaction been in Cannes to this project?
we just came last night.
Yeah.
Last evening.
I see, right. Okay.
Yeah, we just had.
We're
a-
excited though.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.